Alright, so now we should be able to see all the enemies in this dungeon.
Or should we?
Yes, we should.
Oh, there they are.
He's guarding the precious thing that I can get 99 of at any time.
Oh, yes, you are running low on arrows here.
You are not kidding. What's
Yeah.
her backup weapon?
The life spell.
No. No, it isn't. Bad Richard.
You have my answer.
She's critting like nobody's business, though.
It's probably isn't, but I wonder if it's like a hidden modifier, like the lower number of arrows she has, the higher crit chance. There's no way they programmed that into her, but
Did Ben go first? First there.
I don't know.
Explosives.
I think if their speed is within like 5 of each other, that's when they can kind of start going.
Yeah, let's check.
Interchangeably.
I'm curious. I wonder what that range is.
S-
Alright, so there's 7 apart now, but
Right.
he did go first. So the randomizer must be, I don't know, 8
10 maybe.
or more.
8 actually makes sense because a lot of the SNES games used 8 as a marker for different things.
Right.
Like in 4, if you got 8 strength, you got another attack multiplier.
Right. Okay.
Etc.
Yeah, so that's probably your number. Lessons.
Yay! Is that his like the face down and jump? Is that his like shoe? On
Yeah,
the bottom,
it's
right?
like the bottom of his left foot. Yeah, because you can see he's got it kicking forward there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I never actually paid attention to that.
One of my favorite things about the old games is how much detail you can get out of such little data. I mean, you know, you're working with real minimal kind of pixel counts,
Yeah.
and you have to, you know, the careful decisions you kind of make. I mean, everyone goes back to the old Mario example, is, you know, you wanted to make a memorable looking character, and you were working with something stupid like 16 by 16 or whatever the pixel count was for Jumpman. And so you give him a, you know, big nose and a mustache and the hat and overalls, and it made the look so distinctive.
Hey, we still remember it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they make 2 games a year. For 33 years now?
Wow.
Well, Donkey Kong was...
Arrows, please. Yay!
Hey, alright. Slowly but surely. Maybe more than 33 years.
I don't know. Is the
'Cause I know Donkey Kong was bundled with Coleco, but the arcade would have been before even that, so... Maybe... like 80?
Oh yeah, speaking of MagFest, by the way, you're entirely at fault for me and Matt playing nothing but like pinball for an hour.
Oh,
and a half.
I regret nothing. I mean, it is part of game history, so...
That PS4 game you got, we actually saw a couple of those cabinets there.
Yes, I noticed that too. I was
tables.
curious. I walked by. They were... Funhouse was there, which was one of them.
One of the Elvira ones was there.
Yeah. So, Pinball Arcade for the PS4, I picked up a copy of it recently, and it's kind of a joint thing with Gottlieb and Bally and Williams and Stern, which is the newer pinball manufacturer. And they're trying to kind of recreate a lot of these original tables. MagFest had, 25, 30 pinball machines?
That was a pretty good number, actually, and a lot of people wanted to play them.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole... There's a major organization, PAPA, that does like professional pinball, and I believe they're located in Pittsburgh, so it's not too long a drive for all those guys to come down to MagFest in DC.
Right.
Perhaps you have arrows. Ah, yes, a Sphinx. At least that's pyramid related, if not ice related.
Yeah. I guess,
let's
one
test.
or the other.
All right, so the big squid dude's a doubler.
The doubler. Double it.
Riddle.
That means
Hey, that's actually like appropriate and stuff.
you're... right. I suppose it works.
Take care of the emo squid first.
I always take care of the Sphinx first, just because they can do that.
Right. No, I mean, what's the worst that happened? They confuse both of them and I die.
Yeah.
So I was right. Aha!
No. Not that it really matters, just because the game will be like, hey, you want to try again?
That's true, yeah. I'm sure we'll die at some point. Presumably.
Thought I already did.
Did we? Did we botch something early on?
I feel like I did. Yeah, it was on the first major boss fight with the Tyranno. I think he got like a lucky hit and
Maybe.
wrecked Benjamin.
That wouldn't shock me.
So that seems right to me. Well, it doesn't seem right, but it seems like it actually happened.
Yeah.
Jubal early. Does that seem right to you?
So many enemies.
You should also heal yourself someday.
Yeah, I should.
Multi-target the life spell. I think that's the one.
I don't think you can though.
I was gonna say that's like your one saving grace is you can't
Right,
multi-target kill everything. Not until you get flare. Heal. Hey, I'm just trying to help you out here, bro.
He has to heal himself. No handouts.
That's not a bad idea, just because Phoebe's generally faster.
Yeah, sure.
Save her spells
For battle.
yeah.
Desert had counters.
Also save her spell charges because she's gonna be out of bows. Or, I'm sorry, arrows soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I don't think I've ever run out of arrows in this game.
I'm kind of like academically intrigued as to the.
Well, good. We get to demo something.
Yeah, the post-arrow Phoebe era.
This will be like a run of first for us. We get to show a bunch of things that we haven't seen before. The post-arrow Phoebe. Should just get to inexplicably another claw. We're gonna find out sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Oh man. Here we go. What's it gonna turn into?
It says zero. Maybe she's just like, it'll be like a Final Fantasy 4 where she just starts whacking
like a
them
punch?
with a bow.
Yeah. Let's find out.
So she just casts Meteor as her regular attack.
Oh, attacks with bare hands.
Does it almost as much as your axe.
Alright. Alright. Ooh. Multiple healers. Alright.
I was gonna say you might want to do something about them. But
let's see.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Let's test, see if I'm weaker. Yeah. Alright, so
you gotta see
not enough to kill them, so...
I think it would be if it was two of them.
Right. Alright, well, let's just... a little focus fire here.
Punch.
I should be fine now. Even if he heals, I think the two of them can both hit him next round and kill him.
Yeah, probably.
Unless that.
Until that happens. I was hoping for something more interesting than just punching, but... oh well, what can you do?
Nope.
Confused while you sleep.
I was gonna say, ooh.
Hey! That high crit chance
Down goes Frazier. Oh, now it's interesting. Healed. Alright.
This... bomber.
Status effects in this game.
Oh, remember your new strongest weapon is your strongest single target weapon is your bomb because you got upgraded to the jumbo bomb.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I did.
And you have 99 of those.
I do have 99 of those.
You know,
why can't I hand her some bombs?
Right. I actually wonder if jumbo bomb and fire spell is enough to kill everything between the two of them.
Probably.
You'd run out of fire spells relatively quickly, but
yeah, no,
that would probably get the job done.
What's up, bird? Oh, and I'm out of arrows.
Stony roosts. Yep. Okay.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah. Deeps.
All right. 10 arrows?
Yay.
Yeah, we're back in business. All right. Ooh, question.
What?
No, that's right. You have to zone out the entire...
yeah. No arrow farming for you.
It would have been nice.
It would have been.
Alright, so over here, I think? Is that door?
Yeah. The right way to go here.
Yeah, neither do I.
I do remember where the ice armor is, though. That's just not even called ice armor, but the armor you get in the ice temple. I know where that is.
Oh, cool. Not quite.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Just strange to me that no one's ever covered this at MagFest that I've been to. And I've been going for 4 years now.
I feel like I've heard it. Some of the musicians outside, like in the halls, do something. But I don't think anyone on stage.
Yeah, none of the actual like commissioned acts. Which of the concerts did you get to see?
Let's see. I remember we were all at Super Soul Brothers.
Yeah, which is a pretty cool.
That's right up my alley.
Absolutely.
I'm a huge jazz and blues.
It's like if you took Blues Brothers and gave it over to video game music. It's kind of what happened there.
Then there was something Thursday night. I don't remember. Who was on like late night Thursday?
I don't remember.
Yeah, shoot. Now I feel terrible. I don't want to say it because like you impugn their reputation. Like,
right.
Yeah, you didn't even remember them. They can't be that good.
I feel like I don't know. Like I know Lumen Live happened around like 8-ish.
It was definitely later than that. It was.
They went to 9.
I think it was 10 because it was like the last thing I did before I left.
Metroid Metal?
Maybe. No, because I would remember that.
Yeah.
All right. We are slowly.
Yeah, this is a slightly better situation to be in.
All right. I also think I'm going the right way because I've now climbed, I believe, 2 floors.
Who goes the right way?
I'd like to finish this eventually.
One day. This is a very long dungeon.
It is, yeah.
Especially if you're like us and you kill every enemy because you want all the delicious experience.
I actually think I've skipped a few already.
Have you?
Yeah.
You can always go back.
Yeah, that's my thought. As much as I like the Eeps, like get to the boss, get the new spell, get the new item, and just clean them up on the way home.
I'd recommend against that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why for that?
Because, God, it's almost a spoiler to say. The hell that Phoebe leaves once you beat the boss.
Oh, I had forgotten that.
I actually think I even spoiled that in a previous episode, so I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, I guess why she leaves.
Yeah, I'm sure she has her reasons.
It's because it's clearly hopeless.
It's hopeless, yeah.
We only have 2 of the crystals unlocked. It's hopeless.
The cowardly lion of this game.
Basically. Who's also like the most character.
Extremely, yeah. Of all the characters, Phoebe's the one who really ought to the least extent, feel like things are hopeless.
Yeah.
Really, if anyone should feel like it's hopeless, it's Tristram. And he's the one with all the bravado.
I don't even know if he thinks it's hopeless. He just doesn't care.
That's true.
Like, the only time she ever comes along with you is she's like, hey, what are you doing, kid? Yeah, it sounds fun. Let's go.
We'll do left first. Yeah, I don't know.
I think this room loops around on itself. Actually, no, it doesn't, actually. I think. My memory for this game is clearly less impressive than it was for Journey.
Yeah. Yeah, congrats doing that blind.
Yeah, it didn't really get me anywhere, but whatever. It was still kind of fun to do.
The sense of accomplishment, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Bit of context, they had a Journey competition where people basically were supposed to all kind of compete and demonstrate their various chops at the game, and would then get selected to play along with the orchestra at MagFest. But the actual contesty thing that happened was a bit of a show.
Yeah, like there were 18 people split into 3 groups, and then the levels were split among each 6 person in the group. So the level I got, well, first of all, the guy who set up our projector for our screen dropped the brightness like way the hell down.
Oh, is that what? Because we were all kind of like squinting it because it was one of those white.
It was like
screens.
a white crinkly sheet.
But it was backshot projector.
Yeah.
What's the old TVs used to do that? DLP TV? Some sort of light projecting TV where it's like the projector is behind a screen and it's kind of being shot through and onto it, yeah.
But it was like a crinkly old white sheet that it was projected on, and the brightness was just dropped way the hell down. So when it comes to my turn, I have to do the tunnel, which is the darkest friggin' level in the game. You can't, like, The color palette is dark blue and darker blue for that level.
Yeah.
It is
And
rough.
it's a shame, because for a game that is just so aesthetic, you know, to have the audience kind of sit there and all just go like, well, we know he's playing, and that's about all we know.
Yeah. So, like, I didn't let it ruin my Magfest, so I didn't get to but at the same time...
It's very hard for any one thing to ruin a Magfest.
Exactly.
It's such an awesome festival.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like... I got through this level as fast as everybody else. Faster than most of everybody else. While I couldn't see just about anything. And while, yeah, I understand what they actually were probably going for with more of an artistic run through the game. And, you know, like, more use of camera angles and whatnot. But... you gave me the least visually appealing level to do this in, and I had to play it by memory.
Oh yeah,
so
I think you're right, because look, he came back to here. Or maybe not.
I don't know. Go and find out. I don't know. Like, of course I'm a little grumpy over everything. Like, I could have given them artistic if I could see what the hell I was doing. But,
he went first again. I'd almost rather he didn't. Because Phoebe was going to shank Chris for sure.
Yeah. I think he's getting to the... especially since he's gained the level now. He's
yeah, that's true.
Closer.
They're the same level. Oh, she's got the stamina edge on him, apparently.
Huh. Oh, that's right. Actually, every character is like that. They'll be the same level, but they'll have a couple levels worth of HP.
Gotcha.
Because every time you gain a level, you get exactly 40 HP.
Almost out arrows again.
At least you're good on bombs.
I am still good on bombs. Ooh.
Hey.
And
More
a little
bombs.
above.
More arrows.
Alright. Speak of ammo. And now, I guess...
Hey, this could be one of the Legend of Zelda games. More arrow bombs.
Ooh, I would not mind that.
They just tag team into one character.
Alright, so they're still fighting
bombs.
for first.
Yeah.
Not quite to Benjamin always goes first yet. Well, oh, he's strong against silence. It's odd. So you approach these fights kind of sort of a, well, who's going to go first? Who's going to hit for what damage? And then if that's the case, then what do I do to kind of optimize or, you know, maximize killing enemies or getting through these fights quicker?
I think we mentioned before that's like the real strategy of the game is figuring those answers out.
Right.
Because it's not a difficult game, but there are definitely ways to optimize it.
Yeah. And it harkens back to FF1, that whole picking who attacks what, although this one's nice enough to retarget.
Yeah.
Some of the old ones, the old Dragon Warriors, the old Final Fantasies, you overstack one enemy for damage, and too bad you're just attacking empty space with your extra attacks.
That's why boss fights are so great, because you can just have everyone wail on one thing.
Well, if I strike first, I might as well heal.
Yeah. Strong heal. There's a little bit of fire left.
Yeah, just do that.
Nice. Well, bomb and fire is enough to kill that group of enemies.
Nice.
Let's try these clowns.
It's just silly.
Yeah.
Now, did she ever get an upgrade, or is it always the Bow of Graces?
It's the Bow of Grace later on, but I think it's a stronger version of it.
Oh, okay.
The Bow of Double Grace, I don't know.
Oh, I'm thinking... Tales of Graces or whatever.
Just a quick note for these guys, do not cast spells on them.
Oh, they have Reflect?
Yep. They are weak to bomb, though.
And my eyes are weak to bombs, too. The realism off the charts.
Are your tentacles weak to bombs?
No comments. Ha!
Get axed. Hey!
Alright. Slowly recouping our losses in the aero department.
Slowly.
But hey, if I can keep getting through these enemies without having to shoot, even better.
Yeah. Yeah!
Nice.
That's what we like to see. You may have enough to get through the rest of the dungeon now.
Will this kill both?
I think it does.
Hmm.
Nice. Jumbo bomb for the win. I go all the way back around.
And around. Yeah, and this time it's that left foot's backwards.
Yeah, I feel like newer games spoil me so hard with like mini maps.
Oh sure.
All this one is like you're on the 3rd floor.
Although, how awful would this have been with random encounters?
Oh god.
So, for all the grief this game gets, having the enemies positioned, preset up, visible, you know who's coming, you know where they are.
It's a very Saga thing to do, anyhow.
Yeah.
Have the encounters on screen.
And that's what this is, yeah. This
Yeah.
is basically Final Fantasy, Saga, whatever.
Yeah.
Can't get in.
None shall pass.
Yet.
Ooh.